If you don't have plans for this Friday, this morning's guest might have something to float your boat. Find out what it's all about coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at the Tidelands Bank's new branch location on Highway 17 Bypass South in Murrells Inlet. We're focused on this Friday's 25th anniversary. That's right, it's silver anniversary of the July 4th Murrells Inlet Boat Parade. And we're visiting with its founding chairman and its current chairman, Bob Hendrick. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning to you, sir.
Thanks so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you.
Leading up to, obviously getting a little, you've been doing this now, this being your 25th year, probably not too nervous right now, are you?
No, it's just going to happen anyway.
It's going to happen, rain or shine.
Yeah.
It happens, rain or shine. Has it ever rained in the 25
It has rained a little, but we've never had to cancel a parade.
Right.
We've had some rain, not much.
That is tremendous.
Been very lucky.
A very exciting aspect of this Friday, July 4th, in that in Murrells Inlet, it is to be known as, and is now being known as, Bob Hendrick Day. How does that feel?
It feels great. I appreciate it.
That's tremendous. The Georgetown County Council wrapped around to help recognize that. I should be calling you the Honorable Bob Hendrick with a day, and of course, being a former city council member there in Murrells Inlet, in Conway. For 20 years, I guess a lot of people still call you the Honorable Bob Hendrick.
That's not necessary.
What a celebration. What a celebration. Hey, can you think back to the first one back in, 1970? 83. Yes, excuse me. 1983.
Yeah. I just thought I was in the Coast Guard Auxiliary and spending a lot of time on the water, of course, and I just thought that it would be nice to have a boat parade.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how we got it started.
It was just that easy?
Yeah. I got some neighbors and we just kind of formed a committee and got it started.
They were all boaters, or were they involved in the Coast Guard Auxiliary?
No, they live near me. They're on the inlet.
Right. Mm-hmm. You've been down in the inlet how long?
34 years.
Is that right? I think I saw in reading about you that you're a Conway native.
Yes.
A Conway native, so Murrells Inlet's not too far from home.
That's right.
Not too far from home. When you think about so much that has to happen to put together a big event like this, and to think not only first annual or fifth annual or 10th annual, but a silver anniversary, a lot does have to happen. You all are planning this, and a lot of folks wrap around. How do you put the committee together? Is that handpicked by you, or is that a lot of folks that really step out?
We have a standing committee. Mm-hmm. We have Lee Hewitt and Bo Fauché from Garden City Realty have been very much a part of this committee, and we also have ladies who are mothers of the Boy Scout troop that sells our T-shirts.
Oh,
Some of these ladies serve on our committee.
That's tremendous. So Bo and Lee have been involved, and Lee has been doing this.
They've been involved all the time.
Is that right?
Yeah, Lee. They were involved from the very beginning.
From 1983?
Yes.
That's tremendous. Mm-hmm. I don't think I knew that, but you are the down and dirty chair. You're always available. And of course, the other great thing is that you give out a phone number for folks to call if they have any questions.
Yes, and I get a lot of calls.
Do you really?
Sure.
Good. What's the most frequently asked question that you get when folks call? And just for viewers,
some of the folks that call are not that familiar with Murrells Inlet, and they say that they probably will be down, and they just want to know something about the fee and where to park and where all of this. They don't know, and I have to tell them there is no fee unless you want to be decorate a boat to be judged.
Right.
There is no other fee. We just invite everyone to get in the parade.
Yes.
And I tell folks that they ask me something about the boats, I say we'll have everything in that parade from a 14-foot John boat with 2 little boys in it to a 60-foot yacht with 15 beautiful girls on it. And everything in between that.
That is tremendous. Yes, yes. Well, that's an easy answer for folks. They must say, I am going to be there.
Yeah.
They make every effort possible. Of course, this being on a Friday as well, having July 4th on a Friday, a great opportunity for folks in our viewing area to come down and make it a day trip from Lumberton and Laurinburg or throughout the PD to make it down. It kicks off at what time, Bob?
Well, we start the parade actually started at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
We'll have the committee boat in place at the starting point at 9 o'clock because we will be we'll be registering boats there that has not pre-registered.
Right.
And so we'll actually start it at 10 o'clock.
Okay, 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
10 a.m. And the registration fee for viewers who want, or for anyone who wants to be judged?
Fee is $5.
$5?
Yeah.
That's it?
That's it.
That's tremendous.
That's only for boats that want to be judged.
Right.
We do not have a fee for boats just to get in the parade.
Sure.
We invite everyone to get in the parade. There is no fee.
That's
but if
tremendous.
they want to be judged for one of the trophies that we give, which we give 5 trophies for the best decorated boats and 5 trophies for the best decorated docks.
The best decorated docks up and down Merle's Inlet.
That's right.
Are there docks over in Garden City that get decorated? Or
Some
just
of those decorate too,
Right.
but mainly in the Merle's Inlet area.
Right,
Yeah.
sure. Let me get that phone number out, Bob, for viewers who may need to get off to work now or get family out of the house. What's the best way to reach you to find out more about this Friday's 25th annual?
Reach me at 651
Right.
5675.
843-651-5675.
That's correct.
That's wonderful. And if they don't catch you there, can they leave a message?
Leave a message, that's true.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Well, I think you mentioned you're leaving this morning to head on up to Diane Devon's Stoke show.
Yes.
There on Time Warner Cable, a show she's been doing forever. And I think she may be one of the people that got me on to you, saying, how could you have not had Bob Hendrick on your show after 25 years? Just last week we had Bunny Beeson from Wildlife Action over in Mullins on the show, and she had actually gotten us in touch with Bunny a long time ago and said, you've got to get this guy in from Mullins who has this camp for kids and does a lot, who really does a lot. This is not this is not new to you though, Bob. I think I saw in a piece recently about you that you were in the virtually in the parade business full time.
It seems that with the shrine parades and the boat parade, I don't know how I got into the parade business, but I enjoy it very much.
And when I say the parade business, obviously facetious there, and that you do this all as a volunteer.
Yes.
You do it all as a volunteer.
Right.
How long have you been with the Shrine?
I became a Shriner in '74.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
The same year you moved to Merle's Inlet.
That's right.
Son of a gun.
They,
What prompted that move to Merle's Inlet, by the way, Bob?
my wife's mother had this property, and she had become ill, and we were just spending some weekends down here. And so my wife finally said, why don't we just move on down there, So we moved and have enjoyed it ever since.
That's fabulous. I think I saw that, not to point that out, but I saw it in that, there was a piece actually in the Sun News last week. Dave Beatty did a great piece on you, and he highlighted that you live on Cherry Lane.
That's
and
right.
in that same piece, he was writing about your wife, and her last name had Cherry in it. Is there some connection there?
That's right. My second wife, was her maiden name was Cherry. That was her family name, and of course that's why it's named Cherry Lane.
That's it. That's great. Well, I think you think back to your service. I was wondering about this right now. Your 20 years of service on the Conway City Council there. I think you said from 54 to 74?
That's correct.
Do you remember any instances where you all got together and did resolutions on people, much like this Friday's, July 4th?
We did. I'm sure.
Any that really stick out in your mind, that really stood out in those people's minds?
At the moment, I can't think of anyone, but of course we did that.
Which is a great thing. And, of course, to see the Georgetown County Council, since Merle's Inlet borders, splits both counties, Horry and Georgetown, but mostly in Georgetown County, to see those folks wrap around and to recognize you after 25 years.
Yeah, that was certainly mighty nice, and I appreciate it so very much.
Oh, yeah. What actually got you involved in When, in public service, was there something back in the early 50s that prompted you to actually run for city council the first time?
Yes. I'd been in service. I'd been in World War II.
Right.
And after I was back at home and back in the business with my father in the grocery business.
Right.
And then I, of course, became interested in Conway business and everything. And
right.
I just kept meeting with merchants, and we just wanted to, and we started this Merchants Association.
Yes.
Which later became Chamber of Commerce.
Absolutely. I was about to mention that. I saw that you had been one of the co-founders and later president of that Merchants Association. We filmed in Conway just a couple of weeks ago promoting Round the Fourth and some of the other events there at the Conway Area Chamber of Commerce, which is a beautiful facility right there at the bottom of the bridge.
Right now, I am the oldest past president of the Conway Chamber of Commerce.
Is that right?
Only living past president, yeah.
Do you mind sharing with viewers about the big celebration you all had sometime this past year? Your birthday is what age? I'm sorry to put you on the spot here, but you look so young.
My children planned this birthday party for my 90th birthday.
90, wow.
Yes, and I tell people I'm so happy they invited me. But it was so very nice, and we had lots of family and friends.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Very, very nice.
Yeah, I saw there were a lot. Speaking of public service, I think both of your boys have been active as public servants there, and
that's true.
Public safety and public servants there in Conway.
Yes.
One of them is the former fire chief, I believe, and now deputy coroner.
My brother was fire chief in Conway for many years, and when he retired, my son Tony became fire chief.
Right.
And he has since retired and is now the deputy Horry County coroner.
Which is tremendous, yes.
And my son Andy, who is a professor out of Coastal Carolina College,
right.
He's a practicing attorney, and he is the municipal judge in Conway and has been for 10 years or more.
Is that right?
Yeah.
He's been the municipal judge there in Conway for 10 years. Well, that's great public service. Is that something that they attribute to you? Say, Dad, we got this all from you, or was it their uncle, your brother?
We just love Conway, and we've been involved in most things there, you know.
Absolutely. And we think about the shrine and all the activities. I know about the time we were with you last year. If you remember, we were in the new branch location for Tidelands Bank there in Myrtle Beach up on about 44th Avenue.
Yes.
Now we're here again. And what about this beautiful lobby? They were kind enough to let us in an hour and a half before they open up at 8:30 later this morning. But beautiful setup in here.
Very beautiful.
If you remember that, about that time we had Bob Gray on the show almost at that same time. And, of course, hearing about all the shrine activities. The parades within Shrine, what is all that for? Is that, are y'all raising funds for, is that for the Shrine Hospital?
Shriners Hospital for Children.
Right.
We have 22 hospitals in North America.
22?
Completely financed by, of course, Shrine and other contributors. But there is no charge at a Shriners Hospital for anything.
No charge for the children?
No.
Wow. Do family oftentimes come with the children to the hospital?
Sure, and they're very welcome, and facilities provided for them at times.
Right, right. I was visiting early this morning the ShrinersHQ.org, the national website there, and saw that a lot of the focus is on children of fires, victims of fire, a lot on orthopedics as well, generally,
yes.
But fire victims are a real focus for the Shrine.
That's true.
Which is tremendous, yes. Let's get into some of the basics of the boat parade for viewers who've never been, who may want to come out for the first time. Of course, you broke down simply for folks who actually want to be in the parade, either to be judged, they need to be there between 9 and 10. But for viewers who've never been and want to pick out the hot spot to view the parade, is there such a thing? Would you let any secrets out here on air, or is it just wherever they can see?
Yes, and I have people that call by phone that are not familiar with the parade.
Right.
And we have a marsh walk in Merle's in it.
Right.
It's directly in front of the restaurants that's on the creek down there. Well, that marsh walk is certainly a very, very important viewing area.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then, of course, Blaine Methodist Church has a large area in front of the church right on the water there.
Right.
Captain Dick's Marina, and all along, all that is good viewing area.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And, of course, they asked about parking. I said, well, you just park wherever you can.
Wherever you can, that's right. Just don't get ticketed.
That's right.
That's tremendous. So parking is all up and down the inland.
So the viewing area is along the waterfront of Merle's Inlet.
Right.
Wherever you find a spot along the waterfront.
How about the route of the parade? When the folks are there with you there at the point down at Garden City, when we say the point, just so viewers who may not be familiar with Garden City, that's the southernmost point, is that right?
Yes, and where the jetties are, the entrance to Merle's Inlet.
Right.
Of course, we're not right at the jetties. We're a little distance from that, but it's near the point of Garden City. And then we follow the waterway down then and around and come around by all the restaurants in Merle's Inlet.
Okay.
And all the way down. Nancy's is the last residence south, and then from there right on back out to the starting point.
That's great. So it actually goes north for a while. You start there on the southern end of Garden City, go north up towards the big restaurants up in the Merle's Inlet Marsh Walk, and then it goes south back down. Do you all go as far down as, let's say, Cedar Hill Restaurant or Cedar Hill Landing down there?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. And that's where we break off and go back out to the starting point.
That's tremendous. How many of the boats actually start and go the entire way around?
I, of course, I'm on the committee board, and I cannot tell about how many drop off, and you know, but we end up sometimes with almost 100 boats in that parade.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That is tremendous. How many boats were in the first parade, Bob?
We were hoping there. We started, and we only had about a month to work with it, and we didn't know how many, but we ended up with 25 or 30 there within that first month.
Wow.
We only planned it, you know, just for that length of time.
And now you all are planning many months in advance.
Oh, yes.
And having, is there a year that there were just more boats than you could handle? Do you remember any years, or there'll never be too many boats?
No, we can handle them. You know, the Coast Guard works very close. See, the Coast Guard leads our parade.
Oh, okay. Right.
Of course, we can handle any number of boats.
That's tremendous. Any number?
Any number, yeah.
You haven't gotten to a number that you couldn't handle. That's tremendous.
No.
You know, when you think back to events like that, events that have been going on are now celebrating silver anniversaries. Clearly, there's a lot of folks. Any special boats that really stand out over the years that it maybe came one year or showed off one year and have not come back, that are just emblazoned in people's mind?
I cannot say that because I've said this many times, if you're in the parade, you don't get to see the parade.
Right.
You only see the boats that near you, you know, and so I'm on the committee boat that leads the parade.
Sure.
And so I don't get to see all those boats that are back down the line, you know.
You do get to see all the ones that are actually judged, though, the folks that pay the $5 when they come up, or no? Oh, no. Really? Okay. So some of them maybe sign up beforehand.
Oh, yeah. See, we have 25 or 30 that will pre-register.
Right.
And then we'll be registering boats out there from 9 to 10 at the starting point.
Okay.
But see, the boats down the line from back, you know, I don't get to see those boats because I'm in the lead boat.
Right, right. You said there'll be 5. Are they trophies or plaques?
Trophies. We give 5 trophies for the best decorated boats, and 5 trophies for the best decorated docks.
So no money, just trophies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is a tremendous thing in and of themselves.
Yeah, the people will go all out decorating their docks, you know, and so the people in Merle's Inlet just enjoy this and go all out to make it a very successful.
I bet they do. I bet they do. How about the furthest distance? Any stories about folks that have traveled long distances to put their boats in?
Well, I don't know how far. Like I say, I have people call me from different areas.
Oh, yeah.
that want to know the information, and
Sure.
so I tell them, please come and give them the information.
Yeah.
So most times I don't even know where they're from. You know.
You just know they're in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you think about so many aspects that have to happen, and a great committee like the parents of the Boy Scout troop there. And speaking of the Boy Scout troop, I think you shared earlier before we started filming that they sell T-shirts.
We have T-shirts. We come up with a theme each year.
Okay, and this year?
And this year our theme is Freedom is Great in 2008.
Freedom is Great in 2008.
Yes, and that's on the T-shirts as well as on our posters.
Right.
And the Boy Scout troop there sells those shirts, and we give them the profit. So we're not trying to raise money, you know,
Right.
for any purpose. So the Boy Scouts get all the profit from the T-shirts.
Okay. Are the Boy Scouts involved at all on helping to judge the best decorated boats and the best decorated docks?
No, we have judges. No, the Scouts do not help in that.
You don't let anyone know who the judges are. You don't want anyone to call them ahead of time, or
That's right.
no finagling around. So we're not going to get the names of the judges here on air, are we?
Right.
Okay, I got it. How about, I saw recently in another piece about you, Bob, that there are some beautiful figurines there at your home that I believe, is it your aunt, someone who made those for you? Share with viewers about the figurines that are there on your house that I think come out each year to be hoisted up on your boat there.
Yes, we have those little statues that we help decorate my dock.
Right. Oh,
you
your
know.
dock. Okay,
Yeah,
so not your
and
boat.
my yard.
Right.
And my children do all decorating my place, you know,
Right.
my yard, the dock, and everything. We do not have a boat, you know. I mean, we have a boat, but it's not in the
You don't
parade.
get it. That's right. I guess that would be a little unfair
And
advantage.
I tell my children, decorate as well as you can, but you will not win a trophy.
That's the sad part about having Bob Hendrick as their father. That's right. Is that they cannot win any trophies. Yeah. But it's fun seeing those trophies around up and down in Merle's Inlet in people's homes or in their businesses.
I enjoy, after the parade, taking the trophies and presenting them to the winners.
Oh, yeah.
And, they appreciate it so much, you know.
So you go present all 10 of the trophies?
Not the boat trophies, but the dock trophies.
The dock trophies,
I
yes.
present, yeah.
That is tremendous, Bob. Yeah. So, but you do get to see all of the docks as you were leading
of course.
Right. Any docks that really stand out in your memory over the last 25 years, or even over, let's say, the last couple of years?
Well, they go out. You know, some of them just do the decorating, and then some will have people putting on acts and everything, you know. And so, Beau Fichet's dock down there wins a trophy almost every year because they go all out and put on a real show other than just the decoration.
I love it. I love it. But you can have large docks and small docks. Folks are going all out with no matter what they got.
Some people have their cookouts and in their yard. They have bands, some of them in their yard.
No.
So they go all out for this celebration.
That is tremendous, Bob. Yeah. That is tremendous. Well, you know, for you, obviously, the involvement over a 25-year period, year in and year out, was there ever a year you didn't do it? Was there ever a year that you had to be out of town on July 4th?
No.
This is the day of the year that you are.
That's right.
Just like your service with the Shrine and their parades, no matter what, you find some way to either be there to be a part of it or to have had some hand in it.
Yes.
Well, that's tremendous. Thanks for your service. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
On 25 years. Very
Thank
definitely.
You. I appreciate it very much. Thank you, sir.
Stay tuned to a little more of Bob Hendrick, the chairman of the 25th annual July 4th Parade in Merle's Inlet, coming up next. In 5 years of doing Carolina People, I can't remember a guest who had a day named after him, let alone the same day as the birth of our nation. Think about that, July 4th, this Friday, Bob Hendrick Day there in Merle's Inlet. What a celebration. Of course, it's all about this tremendous event, the parade beginning at 10 a.m. from Garden City Point and following the Merle's Inlet shore. A tremendous fireworks display will be at 10 p.m., that evening. You got to get out there. Great viewing areas along the Marsh Walk in Merle's Inland and Blaine Methodist Church, and anywhere you can see this amazing event. Pre-registration for boats is only $5. $5 if you want to be judged, if you just want to be out there and have a great time and get your boat out there and not worry about trying to get a trophy. Please make sure and just get out in the parade anytime at 10 a.m. The pre-registration is available at Booty's, at Garden City Realty, and Captain Dick's, or you just show up right there at the end of the point between 9 and 10 to get signed up. The Bob Hendrick Trophy. How about that? Not only a day, July 4th, named after him, but a trophy named after him. And the other trophies will be awarded to winners of both the boat and dock competitions. As Bob said it, another great first. A guest who's promoting a public event who's giving out his home phone number, 651-5675. 651-5675. Bob Hendrick, making a difference every day. Keep up the great work.
Thank you very much.